Whoop. Oh, we are live. We are live. What's going on? This is the live watch along of Spain Matildas. And pretty exciting because this is actually our first ever Matildas watch along we're doing here on the Coast Watch Football YouTube channel. Of course, we are now starting to expanding, covering not just the A-League, expanding to the Socceroos, expanding to, of course, we had the Oileroos in action recently. Now the Matildas with two pretty massive friendlies, and this one against Spain about to get underway. So glad you can join me for it. And we're going to have the updated lineup on the screen. And I mean, the exciting thing I think for this game, of course, it being a friendly, keen to see some fresh faces, some names maybe we're not used to seeing in our regular starting lineup in this game as well. I see Conscript in the chat. Steven's here. Morning, everyone. Matildas, let's go. FML says, guys, thanks for jumping in nice and early. It is 5:30 a.m. local time, and we are about to get underway in this one. Spain, ranked 7 in the world. This is a massive test for Australia, and we are underway in this one. A decent crowd in to see this one. But you get the sense for Australia that this is going to be one of those games where it might be more about counter-attack than anything, you know what I mean? Spain, a very good side, a side who like to dominate possession, and a side who are preparing for a Euros campaign, which is just around the corner. So this is the one thing that I think we know heading into these games, Spain and then Portugal on Wednesday morning, is that like it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. They're going to be going full throttle. They're preparing for a massive tournament. But of course, we're preparing for the World Cup next year. Our preparation starts now. It's over a year away. As Spain in early. And Tegan Mike is first forced into an early save. Okay. Relax. We're going to come and counter the other way. But Spain, I mean, just showing what their ability there early with the just sneaking in behind. Just keeping us in check. Keeping us in check there with that one. But give me a wave if you're in the chat. Early hours of the morning here. 5:30 a.m. here. Even earlier if you're across the central states or Western Australia. We're going to get that updated lineup on the screen in a second. I just wanted to check the formation, which looks like the girls might be playing a 4-4-2. 4-4-2, which, you know, we have played some different formations in the past, more of a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. Great to see you, Lockie. Dude, thanks for being in the chat, man. Great to see you in the chat as well. It is fun to be here. Katrina Gorry with an early free kick for the Tillies. It's a bit too deep. So we'll keep an eye on this shape that the Matildas are running. But you can see we've got Emily Gilnick playing through the middle. Of course, no Sam Kerr, no Steph Catley involved in these friendlies. Got the experience of Polkinghorn in the center defense. Van Egmond is central as well. It almost looks like it was almost a back five now. You can see the blocks that we're setting up with. So the defensive structure from Australia already a noticeable thing. Ooh, Spain getting down the left again. Tegan Mike are involved early. 3 minutes into this game. How you guys going though? What's going on? It's off season at the moment for the A-League, but a lot has been going on. We put up our latest A-League transfers video a couple of days ago. If you haven't checked it out. Plenty going on. Ninkovic potentially heading to Wanderers. But aside from that, Wanderers continuing their busy rebuild. Mariners have been re-signing some young players. Garen Kowal's re-signed at the Mariners. Adelaide locking down plenty of their stars from last year as well. It's a busy time. Dude, are we playing a 5-4-1? I think we're playing a 5-4-1. I can't recall the last time we played with 3 central defenders as the Tillies. Yeah. Saw the vid. Looking forward to seeing Charlie Austin in the A-League. Me too, man. Me too. Honestly, I think he's going to be a good pickup. I think he is. I think he has potential to become like a really prolific goal scorer at A-League level. He's been a class striker in the past. And look, he had offers. Like we heard, he had offers from other clubs across the English Championship. Like he could have kept playing over there, you know. But he's gone for it and coming to Australia. So, dude, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be good. And a good move for Brisbane. Spain get in behind here. Nice little back heel. Polkinghorn cleans it up, but that's a poor clearance. Just got to stay strong here in defence. Down the left. Dude, look at this structure. The structure has been okay so far in the early minutes, but it's been tested already, dude. It's been tested already. Already over 5 minutes in. And it's been almost entirely Spain, aside from that free kick we had a moment ago. Ball comes in. Decent ball. It's over their head of the back line. Oh, my goodness me. So I'm hoping when Aussie get the ball, we'll get a good look at this formation, which I think is might well be a 5-4-1. Which I think it might well be. It looks like Yallop might be slotting in at left wing back. Yeah, that looks like it's the case. Larissa Crummer playing off sort of the left wing, if you like. So, yeah, man. Interesting. 100%. Something that has been missing since Castro retired. McLaren needed some competition, so I'm happy he chose the A-League over English offers. He's very decent. Yeah, and hopefully he does do well. And I mean, for Brisbane, they needed a star signing after a poor season last time around. Hey, so they got their men. They got that. Obviously, for Brisbane to have a successful season, I think they'll need to make a few more signings still. Dude, look at the design on the ball they're using. That looks sick. It's like a blue, purple, pink thing. Here we go over the top. Little opportunity, little opening there for the Matildas, but snatching at it a little bit there, I think. Just got to be a little bit more patient. Yeah, it's definitely a 5-4-1 that we're playing here. Set up just to deal with this attacking threat that Spain possess, as we've seen early on in this game. Here we go. Down that right wing now, which they haven't really attacked it yet. It's been mainly down the left, Spain. I think we just got to weather the storm in this first 10-15 minutes. Spain coming out firing. If we can just weather the storm, hold on, it'll be right. It'll be chill. Oh, a little bit of space down the right. And they go over the bar. All right. Also, Wenzel Hall's wasted at United, which is State of Brisbane last season, would have had more game time. Yes. Yes, he would have. And I think, if memory serves me correctly, I think Wenzel Hall signed for Western United last season before Previc signed. So he probably thought, I wonder what Aloisi said to him, whether like, yeah, you'll be our starting striker. And even when he did play, he was playing out of position. He was playing as like a number 10, or even out wide. So, yeah, and you look at how Brisbane went last season, it's like, oh man, it would have been perfect for Wenzel Hall to stick around. It's the kind of player they needed. Brisbane kept getting their strikers injured. That was a problem for them last season. we're going to get that updated lineup just in a second. Now that we have confirmation of this Matildas formation, which is very much looking like a 5-4-1, at least in defense. At least in defense. I mean, much of the game has just been defending so far, hey. Katrina Gorry. Good commitment in that side tackle. And we win the free kick. We'll take it. Anything to relieve the pressure, man. Just over 10 minutes into this game. Australia now applying some pressure on the back line. Spain win the throw. Very keen to see what substitutes Gustafsson chooses to bring on throughout the game. Some fresh faces, potentially some debuts for the Tillies. Yallop wearing the captain's armband for today's game. Good to see. Experienced campaigner for Australia. Oh, that's a nice little play. Van Egmond is asking a lot. Asking a lot of Crummer there. Gilnick with the long throw. Here we go. The only problem, like I love Gilnick with the long throw, but like you lose her height. I mean, she's one of our tallest players in the middle, so you lose that one, at least one attacking threat in the box. So that's gonna go straight through the goalkeeper. Disappointing. It's sort of like a set play. I mean, if Polkinghorn went all the way up there for that. Staying down the right-hand side again. Well done. That Courtney Nevin with the tackle. Nice stuff. Staying strong. Really good stuff. Matildas back defending as a team. Spain trying to force their way through the middle. That was good. And you can see Tony Gustafsson loves it. Applauding on the sideline. Spain come again down the right. Well done, Yallop. And we're going to win the goal kick. Nice stuff. That was easy. Could have given away the foul there, Yallop, but stayed strong. Very solid. Man, we haven't, almost a quarter never into this game, we really haven't had a chance to get ourselves on the ball and get a proper attack going. Spain are in control. That's a good ball over the top, but Grant getting the head on it. Almost done with this lineup here. Here we go. Here we go. Finally, Courtney Vine down the right. 4 players in the box for Australia here. Here we go. All right, we're a quarter of an hour in, and we've finally got our first proper attack going, and it fizzles out. Wow. Courtney Vine with a decent run down the right-hand side, though. That looked all right. Is the game on TV? Yes, it is. If you're in Australia, live on Channel 10. Channel 10. Was asleep when he came on. That's all good, man. Good to see you in the chat. Very good start to the match. Defensively, yes. Defensively, but I want to see us getting the ball a bit more too. Hey. Oh, good play by Spain. The 1-2 down the left. And the strike comes in. It's in the back of the net. Surely that's offside. And the offside flag is up. Spain do get in behind, but the offside flag is up. Okay. I mean, it's been coming. It's been coming. That's the warning. That's the warning for Australia, man. We're just going to stay switched on. That was some really nice play by Spain, though, man. That 1-2 down the left. That was very smooth, very slick play. Finally, dude. Spain looking to get down the left. Now through the middle. Little bit of space. Polkinghorn. Sure, that's not a pan, dude. Went down way too easily. Aussies just standing their ground. You could see there wasn't any movement towards it or anything. Went down way too easily. Here's the replay of it. Did you go down too easily? Oh, yeah, way too easily. She's just sort of sent herself down. I think I'm ahead of you by 1 minute. Bit of a delay on mine. Interesting. Usually on free to wear, it actually clears up that sort of thing. Unless actually, is the game available on Paramount Plus? It might be on Paramount Plus. That's the only thing I imagine if you're watching on if you're watching on 10 Play. If you're watching on a streaming service, I imagine there'll be that slight delay maybe compared to watching on free to wear. Here comes the ball inside. Tegan Micah heads. Punches it clear, rather. Spain sent it back in, and Charlotte Grant just manages to shield it and clear it away. And again, dude, is going to come back at us. Dude, we can't escape. We can't escape at the moment. Oh, man. Tegan Micah almost caught out there after that punch. You're in 10 Play. Yeah, that's what I imagine. Oh, Spain about Haaland down the right. Great chance for Spain. How have they missed that? Oh my goodness, dude. Alexia with the chance. The star for Spain. Wearing the captain's armband, Alexia. That was wow. That was fantastic play, and the backline was completely exposed there. But oh my goodness, how did they miss that shot in the end, dude? 20 minutes in, Spain 0, Australia 0. But it's been all Spain so far. Defensively, it's been okay from Australia. Can we get something going here? Again, it's broken down. That was an unnecessarily risky pass in our own half just then. And Spain win a free kick. Man. Just that, just I wonder what Tony Gustafsson is thinking of this first half so far. 78% possession to Spain so far. 78. 78. Matildas have only had 22% of possession so far. We got to up that stat. We got to compete. Oh, pressure on the back line here. Courtney Nevin just deals with it. And Yallop, have we won that throw? I think we have. Dude. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Crum in behind. Teeing it up for Van Egmond. Edge of the box. Goes wide to Vine. Gorry. Edge of the box still. Strike comes in from Gorry. Oh my God. It hits the post. That didn't look like it was going near to hit the post. Dude. And surely she's offside there. Crummer. Yeah. No. Play on. Play on. Gorry inside the box. I don't think there's any VAR for this match, man. It's just a friendly. But, wow, dude. And finally, 20 minutes into the game, we've got our confirmed lineup graphic on the screen. So you can see sort of this 5-4-1 formation, if you like, that the Matildas are playing. We are defending well, but need to be more aggressive on the ball moving forward. FML. Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're just going to be a bit smarter on the ball, keeping the ball, maintaining possession, getting ourselves back into it. We haven't done that as much yet. But that attack just then was a step in the right direction. Chilly morning. Chilly morning here in Australia. I hope you guys are having decent weather wherever you're tuning in from. Morning, Seb. How's it going, mate? Good to see you in here. Switch to Paramount now, only 30 seconds behind. Much better. Nice. Nice. If it helped, you could probably like pause. I think you can like, the good thing about YouTube and Paramount Plus, you obviously can't do this. You could probably like pause the stream for like 30 seconds and then hit play, and that'll probably be lined up with where you are. The only downside then is I'll read your chats 30 seconds later for you than from what you type it as. All right. So the discipline and structure has been good so far. As soon as I say that, Spain get in behind. Oh my gosh. Down through the middle. Charlotte Grant, well done. That's where it was exposed, man. They're just finding those little gaps between the central defenders. Well done, they cut that off. I mean, Gustafsson's just come into this game and knew how Spain were going to play and knew that we had to play a system like this if we wanted to compete. Spain down the right-hand side now. Again, that little pocket of space opening up behind Yallop. Ball comes in. Edge of the box for Spain, and the strike is, just over the bar. Just over the bar. Might try that? Yeah, I think that would probably help too. And I was going to say, like, how crazy is it that they still haven't added a pause play, like, rewind feature on Paramount Plus. It's I feel like every platform has it except for Paramount Plus. It's behind the times. They have to address that. I love how in the stats and the graphics it's all Spanish. You can see how I think Channel 10 have just got they're not using their own graphics at all. This is a direct telecast from Spain by the looks of things. Oh, well done, Polkinghorn, getting back, dude. Spain had a good opportunity to get him behind there. All right, we've won a free kick. Good news. We've won a free kick. Hopefully, we can build something more now. Spain have committed 3 fouls so far. Australia just the 1. I don't know how to read Spanish, but I assume that stat on the screen was fouls. It's like faltas. And it was just after a foul happened, so I was like, okay, it has to be fouls. And again, it's wasted. Come on, girls. Straight over. And just giving Spain... That's what Spain want, dude. Paramount Plus missing some key features. Yeah, it's rough, hey? Top left corner, it says first half in Spanish too. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. 1 AP. Spain down the left-hand side. Grant. And now Wheeler getting it clear. Gilnick passes to nobody. Needed to look there, dude. Crummer was moving central there. Crummer was moving central. Man, this is, we're getting bombarded right now. Spain again down the left, choosing to go wide. Ball comes in, is decent. Grant will clear that. Wow, dude. Valhoon, how's it going? We'd like to see Paramount Plus Sports similar to K that does all Australian football, even NPL. See a Paramount Plus Sport. As in like a separate app? That's actually a good idea. That's a good idea because actually one of the main gripes I have with Paramount Plus is I don't like how they get to change something with the interface or something. I don't like how this live sports just like sort of on like it's just like another tab alongside all the shows and stuff. I don't know. It feels like it's just another show. You know what I mean? As Tegan Mike is down injured here. She's going to get looked at. She's pointing at her left ankle. Hopefully she's okay. But yeah, maybe if there was like a Paramount Plus Sport, that would make sense. Like just create like a separate website. And then, and integrate stuff like, I think KO have like stats and stuff, right? Like I think you can have stats and have multiple things going. Yeah. Seb says one day I wish our national teams play an overseas game during the day. That's right. It's we're used to now obviously with the Olyroos tournament recently and with the Socceroos in the past few weeks. It's where we get, so as Australian fans, we're getting used to these early or late kickoffs, if you like. We did some live watch-alongs for the Olyroos under 23s Asian Cup, where we crashed out in the semis. They were like around 11 p.m. The Socceroos were like at 4 a.m. It's crazy. FML says, paused it. Can watch it at the exact same time. Don't mind a little bit of message delay. No worries. I'll try and read your messages as soon as they come in. So, glad that's teed up. And appreciate you guys tuning in here early hours of the morning here in Australia. And again, this is just a friendly, but I was specifically keen to start doing some Matildas content, of course, with the World Cup coming up in just over 12 months. Well, exactly 12 months now, isn't it? Risky ball from the Spanish goalkeeper. Yalla pushing forward. Dude, look at this pressure we're applying. Oh my goodness. Nevin trying to win it there, and that probably is a worthy foul. And a little bit of a... the Spanish player that got involved there, not too happy with it, I think. And they share a high five. Dude, yeah, Courtney Nevin was made sure she was she was not settling on the ball there. Offside flag goes up there. Against Spain. Past half an hour now into this game, man. And still Australia yet to really, aside from when we hit the bar there, about 5 minutes to go, not much else going on in attack. You planning on going to some World Cup games? Won't be going, but certainly covering a lot of it here on the channel. Yeah, we'll be doing heaps of stuff because obviously sort of all of the leagues are going to be stopping for the World Cup, so everyone's focus is on it. And, dude, I'm just so keen. It's going to be so much fun. Always love your streams. We'll be doing streams for the Australia Cup this year. Yes, absolutely. Spain almost getting in behind. Tegan Mike almost exposed there. Works out in the end. I think it was an offside flag. Again. Yeah, man. The draw for the Australia Cup, obviously, I'm sure you guys heard. This coming Wednesday evening. So very, very excited for that, man, because it's teeing up the Australian domestic season. Excited to get that back underway. It's already been a month or so since the A-League season wrapped up. It's felt like a while. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'll probably be heading to wherever my Mariners go. Headed out to Mariners round of 32. Last year was in Mudgee against Blacktown City. Went out for that one. That was a lot of fun. Two Mudgee trips last season for the Mariners. Played MacArthur there in the league as well. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of watch-alongs for some of the Australia Cup action too. It's a unique competition. So, the question is not that will we get on the score sheet before halftime, but will we manufacture a chance before halftime? Because at the moment, it's been all Spain. Seb says the Cup seems super diverse this season. A lot of clubs, not from my state, I haven't seen before. Yeah, there's a few debutants, actually, yeah. And I think the big story is Wollongong United, who are an association club. which I believe I was looking it up, and it's like the 6th tier, I think, of Australian football. And it's kind of a big deal. Like that's massive that they're in there. Like from that low down in the football pyramid in the tier system. So yeah, and there's a few other ones that I guess will be unfamiliar. Usually in the Australia Cup, slash FFA Cup, which has been running for a number of years now, several years. It's there's sort of been some common names showing up, especially some of those really strong sort of Victorian, New South Wales clubs. But yeah, there's some fresh names. Fresh names. Modbury Jets in State League 1 from South Australia as well. There you go. Always does hate off season. Can't wait. Go Mariners. Can't wait for it. Yeah, man. Off season, and it's. I mean, the Australia Cup is good because it's just a little bit of like a something to keep us occupied during before the A-League season gets underway, which looks like will probably be October. Spain with another offside call there. They've had a few. They've had a handful of offsides already this half, man. I get the feeling that Gustafsson might be happy with this first half so far, actually. Probably thinks we've defended well enough. Nullified Spain to the best of our abilities. That's huge. Sixth tier be interesting to watch them. MPL is where it's at. Yeah, man. It's I mean, the fact if they can make it this far, if they can make it this far into the tournament, they must have some decent players. So keen to see it. Would be epic if Mariners took them on. Mariners took on another Wollongong side in the Cup last year as well in Wollongong Wolves. That was a controversial clash, that one. Red card in that game to Mike Birigidi. Yallop down the left. Here we go. Finally. A little bit of something. Nope. Yallop looking for that early lob over the top. Crummer was trying to get him behind. That did not work out at all, though. Let's go defense. The game's been all about defense. Oh, well done. Just winning the ball in the middle of the park there, Van Egmond. Here we go. Can we muster something? Gorry. Again, dude. It's just frustrating as an Australian fan, like watching us like do well to win the ball back in midfield, which we've barely done this game so far. And then as soon as we get it, just lobbing it over the top, just hoping for something, and it hasn't worked out at all. Just as soon as we get the ball, just giving it straight back, dude. Frustrating. I wish there was more MPL in North Queensland. I miss the Fury. Yeah, dude. The old North Queensland Fury days. Remember that one? Yeah, against Wolves. Where, yeah, Souza got injured in the Cup last season. I think it was actually Souza got injured in the following game, in the league game against MacArthur. It was played at Penrith. But Souza did come in for that game when Birigidi obviously got sent off. So, and that was the disappointing thing. Like, Souza came off the bench in that Cup game, and then obviously Birigidi had to serve his 1-game suspension, and Souza got injured 5 minutes into the league game on the weekend, and Lawrence Caruso had to come in for the Mariners that game too. Who I don't think is even the third choice Mariners keeper. I think he's more like fourth or fifth choice. He had only recently arrived at the club too. Spain looking to exploit space down the right-hand side as we enter the final 5 minutes of the half. Decent ball in. Spain with a good chance. That's a shot that is savable for Tegan Micah. All right. This is okay, man. This is okay. We get into the halftime sheds. We regroup. That looked like slightly offside there. That Spanish move down the right-hand side. And again, I mean, we missed it because they were on the replay, but Australia worked the ball up the other end by the looks of things and would instantly lost it. Dude, nil all. Defense has been strong. But there is an opportunity in the second half. I wouldn't be surprised at halftime if we see some changes. Here we go. Oh, great challenge. Great challenge. Was it Courtney Nevin? It was. Nevin with a great sliding tackle. Love to see it. Just got to hold on here. Want to make sure we keep a clean sheet here till halftime. That's the aim. That's the mission. I don't think we'll see an Australian attack for the remainder of the half. Hold on. Regroup. And we go again in the second. Spain again getting behind down the right, dude. It's that space. That's obviously the one sort of shaky thing with sort of, I guess, playing the three central defenders or like a five at the back. The space behind the wing backs. Yallop's been exposed a couple times and Courtney Nevin getting dragged out. Spain now down the left. That's a great ball in behind. Great plays by Spain. Cross comes in. Committed defending. And the shot. Oh, dude, what a save. Dude, that was a powerful strike that came back in. The second shot from outside the box. And Micah, I think, got a leg to it. I don't think she knew much about it. Oh, dude. He did quite well. I think he was 17 at the time. Yeah, that's right. Lawrence Caruso from the Mariners. Solid in defense. Hopefully we come out firing in the second half. That's my thinking too. Oh, that's a poor giveaway at the back though. Spain with a great chance. Wayward pass, but it's still on. Oh, who was that gave it away, dude? Yallop will clear. But we can't do that against teams like this, man. Girls have been good so far. I think they've surprised Spain a bit. They probably have, man. I think Spain, the main story of this half, have just been frustrated. Frustrated by Australia's stubborn defending. Courtney Vine, well done. Holding on here. Great save. It was a good save indeed, wasn't it? Because you could see Micah dived, but then I think it hit her knee or something. So it must have taken a deflection. Luckily, her legs were there to save it. Oh, nice central ball here for Spain. And the shot! Oh, what a goal. Spain score. That's a great goal. Spain are up 1-0. Spain are up 1-0. Not much you can do about that, dude. The ball came straight in to the feet of the striker. Straight in. And that's exactly what we didn't want. You could see the little bit of space opened up, got away from Courtney Nevin, and what a finish. Dude, I don't know if anyone is to blame for that, man. That's just a piece of quality from Spain. I mean, Tegan Micah did her best to get to it, but she's never going to get to that. And my bad, I just realized on that graphic we got Williams, we got Liddy Williams in there. Apologies to Tegan Micah. Obviously not that she's tuning in. She's playing a football game right now. But I just noticed that then. Tegan Micah, of course, in goals. Not to mislead anyone there. Unfortunately, was unable to make that save. And just before half-time, dude, that's exactly what we didn't want. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Okay, that was a very good goal. Worldy indeed. Worldy indeed. What a finish, dude. And look, the ball came in so quickly, and Courtney Nevin tried to adjust. When the ball movement's that fast and clinical and you can finish like that so quickly, I mean, there's not much you can do. So, I mean, well, the positive, as we have 2 minutes of injury time here, the positive for Australia is that it's only one. I shouldn't say that because Spain might get forward here to second here. Then no, just go back. Just take it easy. And again, give it away. We've got to find a better way here to break forward. Credit where credit is due. What a hit, indeed. I agree. It was a fantastic goal. Fantastic goal. But in the second half, we have to find a better way to bring the ball forward. We can't just keep this hopeful lobbing it up to just like 1 or 2 players who are forward. It clearly hasn't worked. I'm not sure whether Gustafsson, I mean, you can see him, he's on his feet. He pretty much has been this entire half on the touchline. Whether he's thinking of potentially a formation change, that it's just not, I don't know, when we get the ball, it doesn't look like at all that like we're going to break free. And against Spain getting down that right-hand side, and they will have a late corner here. Polkinghorn completing for the goal kick. Doesn't get it. All he can do is pick it up out of the back of the net. Exactly, it's one of those ones, man. It's one of those ones, for Tegan Micah, I don't think there was nothing she could do. There's like nothing she could do. It was like placed perfectly in that top corner. Well done, Vine getting across to that. 30 seconds left for a counter-attack, but again, it's cut out. And we're going to have a halt in proceedings because there is it's Yallop who's hurt. She looks fine, though. So Mickey Yallop has worked hard on the left-hand side. Left wing back for Australia. Spain have utilised that right wing a lot. And that is half-time. That is half-time. So, half-time in this friendly match. Spain 1. Australia 0. Work to be done, man. Work to be done. Obviously, we're only 1 goal behind. It doesn't look too bad on the score sheet. But it has been all Spain. We'll have a look at the broadcast and we'll see some of the stats as well. But this has been all Spain, man. This has been slightly concerning for Australia. Look, for much of the half, to be fair, to take the positives out of it, like defensively, we were solid, right? Defensively, we were solid for much of the that first half. But dude, we just got to find a way to break forward a bit more effectively. You know what I mean? Every time we're getting it, just these chipping it over, just these lobs, and Spain are just cutting everything out. Spain haven't given us anything, haven't made any mistakes defensively. So what can we do, eh? What can we do? Potentially a formation change? I'm not sure if I like this formation, man. I think we should shift maybe to sort of the 4-3-3, which is maybe a formation we have played a bit more, we're a bit more familiar with. Just to get like, an extra body in midfield. Just in midfield, man. Extra body in midfield to get something going there. We've got plenty of decent names on the bench who might get some game time in this matchup. But Tony Gustafsson, man, this is these games, because we got to think about it in a year's time when we have the World Cup. In a year's time when Australia and New Zealand are hosting the World Cup. I said it in my podcast last week. Check out the new episode of the Coast Watch Football Podcast, which is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I basically said, like, Australia, I stated it. Australia have to win this World Cup. Australia have to win this World Cup next year. What a great opportunity. And what a massive achievement that would be. What a massive win that would be for Australian football if the Matildas won their own World Cup. Dude, be massive, right? It would just be massive for the game in Australia. Be massive. It would like boost participation. It would probably boost numbers for A-League Women's, for the A-League Women's competition. It would give that a lot more. I was going to say publicity. It's not really the right word. I don't know, just more hype around it. You know what I mean? It would give it more hype. It would give it more legitimacy, if you like. Dude, I can't wait for it, man. Can't wait for it. I was looking at the dates the other day actually for the Women's World Cup, and some of the dates have already been locked in for Australia, which I've penciled in for my calendar. And when tickets come on sale, I'm going to try and jump on. I'm probably going to. I think the first one is actually at the new Allianz Stadium. Matildas play the first group game at Allianz Stadium. So it's good. I think they're playing some in. Matildas are playing games in Sydney and Brisbane. I can't remember if there was anywhere else. Possibly Melbourne, I assume. But you guys keen for the Women's World Cup? Let me know. Let me know. You keen to head to some games? Anyone planning to head to any games? Adelaide getting involved. Obviously, they're upgrading their stadium for that. Adelaide getting involved. Brisbane. Amy Park in Melbourne. Up Perth? Goodness me, I've completely forgotten. Are Perth a host city? I don't think they are. I know we've got 2 stadiums in Sydney we're going to be operating for the World Cup. Of course, Stadium Olympic Park, and then obviously the new Allianz Stadium. It would have been cool to use Combank Stadium. Although I wonder if that capacity would have been up to, I think it's 30,000 Combank Stadium, the capacity. Oh no, that capacity wouldn't be an issue there, would it? Because we're using Cooper Stadium, which, barely 20k. One in Perth? Okay, there is one in Perth. There we go. Like the Socceroos winning the Asian Cup on home soil, massive boost for sure. Exactly. Australia did it. The Socceroos did it in 2015. If Matildas could win, how massive would that be for the game in Australia? It would be a huge boost. Accor has the final, yeah, which makes sense. I want to see if I can pull up some of the schedule here for that World Cup. Let's have a look. 2023 Women's World Cup. Let's see if we can pull this up. Hang on. Gonna add in a web page here, and we'll have a look. Women's World Cup. There we go. We'll make that a bit smaller for us, eh? Bear with me. I want to see if we can have a look at some of the dates here. Women's World Cup. Let's make me a bit smaller, hey? Whoop. Technology is fun. All right. Lol. My bad. All right, so we're gonna have a look at. Apologies for the messy way I'm doing this, but I want to have a look at some of the fixtures and stuff. We're gonna have a look at some Women's World Cup stuff. On Wikipedia, I think they had some of the fixtures there already. Let's have a look at what they got. Group stage. This is what we want. That's what we want. Oh no, that's New Zealand. We're Group B. Check it out. Let's get me out of the way so you guys can see the dates and where we are. So Australia, Women's World Cup next year, 2023, July 20, first game, Sydney Football Stadium. That's the new Allianz Stadium. That's let's move me over here. The new Allianz Stadium. That is the new Allianz Stadium. Very keen for that one. I'll probably try and get to that one. And then you can see the second group stage game a week later in Brisbane, Lang Park. So that's Suncorp Stadium. And then the third group stage game, that'll be Amy Park in Melbourne. So Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne. And then from there, I think we can actually look at where Australia will be going in the knockout stage. And here it is here. So we're in Group B. And check it out. We can see sort of the paths here. And FML says I'm going to watch Ed Sheeran in February. At a call. There you go. So half in the Matildas World Cup, definitely going to as many games as possible. Yeah, man. It's going to be a good day. So Group B. You can see Group B there sort of in the middle. Winner of Group B playing at Sydney in brackets Australia. So that means that'll be a core stadium. That'll be a core stadium. When they say Australia, that's short for Stadium Australia. And you can see up the higher up is Sydney with football in brackets. That'll be Sydney Football Stadium. So round of 16 match in Stadium Australia. That is if Olympic Park. That is if Australia do get finish top in the group. And then we'll play quarterfinal in Brisbane, and then back again at a core stadium, and then the final in a core stadium. That is if Australia win all the games, obviously. If we finish second in the group, where's runners up for Group B? Runners up for Group B, you can see towards the second bottom of their bracket. We'll be playing in Brisbane. Then a run of games at a core stadium. Okay, so Sydney siders are going to be happy. Sydney siders are going to be happy. We've also got the broadcast stats here. 11 shots to Spain, 2 for Australia, 75% possession. Passing accuracy, oh my god. Passing accuracy for Australia has been 65.1%. Goodness me. That is, that's concerning. That's concerning. Spain's passing accuracy has been 90%. That is very concerning. Anyway. Well. So we are very much looking forward to this World Cup, man. Very much looking forward to this World Cup. And as we saw there from that schedule, Sydney side is going to be very happy, I think. Very happy. I'm very curious to see if there's going to be any halftime substitutions. I feel like there will be. Maybe at least a couple. Let's make another halftime cup of tea, hey? Oh, mate. Possession is concerning too, but we'll come back in the second half. I'm calling it. I like the optimism. I agree. But even more concerning than the possession was the pass accuracy. 65%. Come on, man. It doesn't surprise me though, because to be fair, we haven't played that many passes. Spain probably have double our pass count at least. But when we do get the ball, we've just given it away. So it's not surprising that it's so low. But for me, if your pass accuracy is anything under even like 80%, that's just not good enough, you know. 65 is. This is a decent lineup that we're playing this game. We're obviously missing a couple star names, but it's not a weak lineup by any means. Got very curious to see what they do with the new A-League ball this season, man. I did really like the design. That's why I picked this one up. This is the most recent A-League ball. Just like the mix of the blue and the orange touches, I just dig. So I hope they stick with something similar. To be honest, maybe just a bit of a cleaner pattern. My only criticism is that it does look slightly messy, just the overall design, but missing some big names too. But it's even so, it's very low. Yeah. And look, for me, like I'm all for like changing the lineup up and getting some different names in there, like resting some big players just to give some minutes to maybe some of the players that don't usually get minutes. That's what these friendlies are for. Especially with the World Cup coming up, you know, you want to make sure we give as many players an opportunity to prove themselves in across the next 12 months. Remember, all these girls are playing for like a spot in the World Cup, basically, already. They're going to convince Gustafsson that they're going to bring good value to this Matilda side. So. We've got a halftime cup of tea. Are you guys running any snacks at the moment? I usually ask that, but it's usually like nighttime games. Maybe brekkie. Anyone having some brekkie? I'm gonna open the window here because there's some sun coming through. Oh, barely. I said the sun coming through. I mean, it's what's the time here? I'm broadcasting here from Central Coast, New South Wales. 6:32 a.m. here. But that's a nice sunrise, man. I know you guys can't see it, but potentially some of you that are tuning in from the East Coast can see this nice sunrise that we're seeing. Lovely sunrise. It's interesting how I've noticed we haven't seen as much of the Western Australia gang in the chat here. To be fair, it is closer to 3:30 a.m. I think the kickoff time for them. Hey, dude, we're seeing some Australian changes. We are back on the broadcast. So we're going to get these updated in a second. We'll keep an eye on who's just come on. Princess Abini Yisse is on. And there's another one coming on too. So 2 changes for Australia, and looks like there's going to be 2 changes for Spain as well. So Abini Yisse is on. There you go. Tio Pezzarilli in the commentary says it's Abini's first Matildas appearance since March 2019, if I heard correctly. There you go. Having an iced chocolate and a croissant, not healthy but very yummy. Nice stuff. FML also said great ball. Great ball. Used it in FIFA for the Mariners. Yeah. Yes, it is in FIFA, isn't it? Yeah. Hope we keep the song we had all season very catchy. They performed at the grand final. Exactly, these games are very crucial. That dude, yeah, it was a dope song, wasn't it? The real nice. I reckon they might do a new one for the new season. We're about to get underway in the second half, though. We will get this updated graphic lineup on the screens. But here we go. Second half is underway between Spain and Matildas. We need to see an improvement from Australia. Looking at the lineup, there has been actually a third change for Australia. So Arnold has come on for Tegan Micah in goals. Tegan Micah did go down briefly with an injury. Whether it was due to that or not. Abini Yisse has come on for Emily Gilnick, so that means Larissa Crummer will go central as a striker. And was there a third change as well? There was. Rankin is on for Van Egmond. And it looks like a reshuffle, so it looks like, to my eyes, that Katrina Gorry has gone central. And a couple of changes for Spain as well. So some movement across the park. Spain starting where they left off, dude. Already trying to get them behind. And they're working so hard, Spain, as soon as they lose the ball to win it back. Just going to see a bit more composure. And already getting caught on the ball. Come on, you can't do that. Charlotte Grant just needs to get rid of the ball. I mean, the longer you hold on to it there with Spain plays so close, You're inviting that pressure. You're inviting that. We can't do that. So it does look like Yallop has come over to this right-hand side. Yeah, it is. So it is Wheeler and Gorry who are playing in midfield. So we'll get that updated lineup up in a sec. Princess Sabini playing off that left wing. As Spain go... Oh, what a goal! It's 2 for Spain. Dude. That was an epic long-range strike. And Mackenzie Arnold maybe could have done better there. Another stunner for Spain, and they're up 2-0. Could Mackenzie Arnold have done better there, dude? Oh, dude. Long range. Caught out. I don't know, dude. I don't think it's against Arnold. I don't think it's against Mackenzie Arnold. That strike, again, perfectly placed. What a goal. What a goal. Mariona for Spain with the strike. And Spain are up 2-0, dude. Okay. Valhoon's on his first coffee for the day. Love it. Spain's number 14 is decent. Whole team is, but I think that 14 is their best player in my opinion. Here we go. Chance for Australia to get down the left-hand side. Abini Isse is onside here. Princess Abini. Pass doesn't find anyone. That was a bizarre decision by Abini to go for that early pass because it wasn't on. Crummer was right in the middle of the box amongst defenders. That was a poor decision. Dude, we haven't even updated our second half graphic, and Spain have already doubled the lead. And look, with the way this game's going, this is a mountain to climb for Australia, which is concerning. And they've gone over the top here, Spain. Oh, they're still going here. Good challenge. Physical challenge there by Katrina Gorry. Back for Spain again. Takes a deflection. Messy stuff. Arnold claims it. Dude. Let's just get ourselves on the ball. Let's just calm things down. Get ourselves back in this game, please. We can do it. We just got to keep the ball. 12 shots for Spain so far. 5 of them on target. Australia still with just the 3 shots. 2 on target. Nice play. That's nice. Just trying to break down the right-hand side here. Nice work, Courtney Vine. We lose that throw in. That's disappointing. All right, finally, dude, we have our updated second half graphic. There were a number of changes, dude, not just personnel changes, but positional changes too. It came out of nowhere. Come on, Matildas. Yeah, dude, it did, didn't it? They just had a pop from long range and just sailed in. Just goes to show the quality. If you give Spain that space, you give Spain that opportunity, and they take it. And they take it, man. So hopefully we've learned from our mistakes. We can't really afford to give away the ball so easily. Corner for Spain. Deflection. Another corner coming up. As a Mexican wave goes around the stands. Spain with another delivery. And Australia can counterattack here. Yallop. Oh, doesn't keep that in. Come on. It's frustrating, bro. It's frustrating. Tamika Yallop almost. Oh my gosh. It's just frustrating, bro. It's like we haven't had any successful counterattacks at all. Okay, we've got a goal kick here. We've got a goal kick. Let's really analyze what we do here. Let's really have a look. Arnold looks like she wants to go short and quick. Switch of play is a good one from Wheeler. Because Rankin's in space down the left. She's going to lose the ball. Just an individual battle there. We've won it back. Well done. Now we have to keep it. Wheeler under pressure. Wheeler loses the ball. Come on, man. Spain almost getting in behind. I think that's taking a deflection. It will be another corner. It's just relentless from Spain. When they're on the ball, they're dominating. But even without the ball, they're dominating, dude. They're not giving us any time or space. And they're commanding this game. Spain are commanding this game. Look, we knew this was going to be tough. Spain are one of the top teams in the world, man. I mean, were they ranked 7th, I think, in the women's rankings. This has been pretty dominant, though, from Spain. And the corner, great chance here for Spain. Chipped over the top. It's in. It's in. And it's going to count. Spain have got a third. Spain have got a third, dude. This isn't good, man. This isn't good. Corner floated in, just hacked back. Oh, we just didn't deal with it. No one got to the ball first. 4 Spanish players touched that ball without an Australian player getting anywhere near it. 4 Spanish players were involved in that goal. 4 Spanish players got a touch inside the box for that goal. That's ridiculous, man. Oh my goodness, we have to do better there. We have to do better there. Gustafsson on his feet. Early counterattack here from the kickoff. Corny Vine goes down. Goal kick. This is terrible, man. This is not good. Oh my goodness, mate. A lot of hit and hope someone gets on it. Exactly, Valhoon Gaming. That's right. Valhoon Gaming. Let me know if you got another name you want me to refer to you as, or if you just want me to call you Valhoon. If I'm pronouncing that right, Valhoon. FML says it's like walking to a brick wall. Spain very solid as you'd expect. Long way to go yet. Can't believe that's right. Look, dude, there's still plenty of time. We can try and shift the momentum. And again, another giveaway. It's Polkinghorn. She wins it back, but it's bouncing around. Gorry does win it. Dude, even our experienced players. And again, there you go. Courtney Nevin just gives it away. Down the left here. Here comes Spain again. A little bit more patient in this build-up. Fair enough. They're up 3-0. They're up 3-0. As the sun rises, dude, there's a cracking sunrise. If you're watching this right now and you're on the east coast of Australia, check out this sunrise, bro. I'm rarely up this early. If I'm up this early, it's because of football. If I'm up this early, it's because of sport. But there is a cracking sunrise, dude. Anyway. Valhoon is good. Sweet. We'll run with that. And am I pronouncing that right? Valhoon? It's a sick name, dude. I've never heard that name. Valhoon. Never heard that anyway. All right. Plenty of football to be played, dude. We're only 50, almost 56 minutes into this game. Excuse me. Spain trying to get in behind down the left-hand side. Spain, good opportunity. Got to hold strong here. Need to stem the flow. They go back. And the delivery, long, dude, deep cross is going to fall to a Spanish player. They're asking for handball off Rankin. I don't think so. Linesman's not interested. And I think we're going to play on. Here's a replay. Oh, dude, it absolutely hit Rankin's arm. It absolutely hit her arm. Was it? Do you reckon it was a handball? Do you reckon that was a handball? It hit her arm, but her elbow was definitely tucked into her body, but the hand was away. To be fair, and it was close range too. With those ones, you just don't know. You don't know what they're gonna say. You know, like is the hand away from the body? I mean, the arm. It's not in an unnatural position, but like where it hit was away from the body. Maybe Australia getting away with one there, but it's Spain are coming again and have hit a fourth. Spain are up 4-0. Spain are up 4-0. They just hit a fourth. That's way too easy. This is pathetic. This is atrocious from Australia, man. Spain have hit a fourth. What are we doing, dude? Easily just trickling down the left side. That ball is floated in. Rankin has to get up for that. Courtney Nevin has to challenge for that. Defenders aren't nowhere near it. Oh my goodness, dude. We're down 4-0. Mackenzie Arnold's nowhere near it too. Spain are coming again. Dude, Spain are coming again straight from the kickoff. And they've won a corner. This is not good. This is not good if you're an Australian fan, man. Jeez. Oh my goodness, dude. Well, this has just been chaotic, man. Spain have their 5th corner of the match. We're not even an hour into it. We're not even 15 minutes into the second half. Spain already have 3 goals in the second half to make it 4-0. Showing their class now. They absolutely are. FML's also on the Central Coast. Luckily, I don't work until this afternoon. Back to bed after this game. So good. Spain absolutely showing the class, man. But the worrying thing is, like, I didn't think the gap would be that large, you know? Like, I have so much faith in our Aussie women's side, man. The Matildas, we are a good side with some great players. And look, again, I think even regardless of the fact that we don't have a full strength squad, like, it's still a good squad. Like, we are missing some key players. But still, we have to be competing. This is Spain are walking all over us. Spain are walking all over us, and it's unacceptable, to be fair. In a year away from hosting our own World Cup, I mean, there's still half an hour to go, and this has the potential to get really ugly. I mean, this is one of the poorer performances we've seen from Australia in this past few years, man. This is worrying. And dude, I'd love to know what's going through Gustafsson's mind, man. Again, it's just a friendly at the end of the day, but it just goes to show the gulf of class between us and some of these top European sides, man. Good squad, but very, very inexperienced. Probably comes down to that too, doesn't it? I mean, this is a tough place to play. I mean, Spain away in Spain. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Just got to find a way to get ourselves back into this game. We've just passed the hour mark, dude. We've just passed the hour mark. Oh, dude, Spain are getting it. Oh, dude, good block. Charlotte Grant. The frustrating thing now that it's 4-0, is that we defended so well in that first half. In that first half, it was cool. And look, we held Spain for almost the entire first half. It was a late first half goal. And even then, I was like, all right, we might be all right, man. We've been defending well. But this second half, they've just blown us out of the water, and they're preparing another change already. FML says we have been off and they were on fire. That's true. I mean, we got smashed in a couple of Mariners games last season, but we smashed Wellington twice. Obviously, it's different, and a change is needed, but we have time. Oh, Gary winning that header, but can't keep it in. Do you think Raw will go back to Suncorp on TikTok? We're also live on TikTok here. How you guys going? Good question. Did you guys see the thing? Did you guys see the thing of Spain make a change here? The Brisbane Raw, I haven't heard anything, but they shared like a short clip the other day, like a few days ago, of like an aerial shot of Suncorp Stadium. And there was like some commentary. There was like some commentary over the top of it, and there was like an announcement on Monday. I think it was Monday or something, just like obviously tomorrow. I think they might be returning, dude. I think Brisbane might be returning to Suncorp Stadium, which I think is great, because I saw not only in the comments there, but I've actually received messages from Brisbane fans saying that they stopped following the team because they left Suncorp Stadium. Like multiple fans. Like this is a thing, which really like shocked me too. I was like, oh wow, is that actually wow? So yeah, man. Charlie Austin Golden Boot incoming. Maybe, man. Maybe. Dude, I think Charlie Austin's a great pickup for the A-League. Great pickup for Brisbane Raw. And look, he's got the potential. The thing with Brisbane Raw is that like they're going to need more than just Charlie Austin if they're going to finish in finals. If they want to be a top 6 side this year, Brisbane Raw, they need more than just Charlie Austin. And look, they've got the best playmaker in the league, in my opinion, in Jay O'Shea playing behind him. So that combination will be exciting to watch. Jay O'Shea, Charlie Austin. Here comes Spain down the left-hand side, inside. Katrina Gorry's there. A little bit messy. Courtney Vine brings a player down. Spain with the ball. That's a decent cross. Nope, it goes over everyone. Redcliffe is a pain to get to. No trains, says Valhoon on YouTube. Yeah, I've heard that as well. That's what Brisbane fans have told me too. I'm not too familiar with Brisbane geography, to be honest, but I do know that Redcliffe is a bit of a trek to get to, at least from what people tell me. So, probably that for that as well. Raw fans just not going to games in Redcliffe just because it might be too inconvenient to get there, you know? So, yeah. Cumdog with a golden boot next season. Dude, honestly, Cummings is a chance, man. Cummings is a chance. He's entering with a full preseason. It's going to be good. Here's Spain with the corner. Cleared at the near post. Courtney Vine pokes it away. Here's his chance for an Australian counter-attack here. Come on. Come on, dude. Switch of play. Oh, dude. Instantly blocked. Dude, we had like 3 or 4 players streaming down that right wing. Oh, and there might be a chance here now. Poke through. Is that Claire Wheeler? It is from defense. Trying to get it inside. Gorry. Blocked. Dude, that was like a nothing counter-attack, but it was still the most exciting attacking play of the game for Australia. Oh my goodness. If you're watching on TikTok, we are currently live on YouTube, Coastal Football on YouTube, for the Watchalong. Matildas, Spain. It's been a dramatic game so far. Very intense. Australia look like we're preparing a couple more changes here. Good to see. FML says Raw haven't been the same since they left either. For a big stadium, they pulled decent crowds in there. Good days. Went down to some Mariners away games in Suncorp over the years. Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Suncorp, but yeah, I know fans say it's a good away day. So changes for Australia here. Larissa Crummer, who has been pretty quiet this game, is going to come off for Remy Simpson. So we'll get that updated on our lineup graphic here on the watch-along. Simpson's in. Looks like she'll slot in up top. And a second change here for Australia as well. Tamiki Yallop has worked hard. She's going to come off for She's going to come off for Say here in midfield, who was slotted in on that right-hand side for Australia. "17 years of age," Sayer is. There you go. Great for some of these younger names to get some minutes as well. What was he saying here? Valhoon on YouTube says, "I also think Dolphins need the stadium for the NRL." That's true. New NRL team will be playing games out of there. But yeah, man, look, there's an interesting debate around the A-League in terms of, whether we should be playing in smaller stadiums. Because, as they say, 10,000 fans in a 15,000-seater stadium is way better than 10,000 fans in a, 60,000-seat stadium, for example. Which I do agree with. But we can well and truly say that Brisbane playing at Redcliffe just hasn't worked. It just hasn't worked at all. It's not good. It hasn't been successful at all. So, look, I know Suncorp Stadium's like 50,000 fans. I know Suncorp Stadium's 50,000 fans, but you get the sense that they'll have at least more numbers. I know the atmosphere might not be as good. Well, to be fair, I don't know what the atmosphere was like at. Did anyone go to a game? Has anyone been to a game at? I've never been to a game at Redcliffe, at Dolphins at Moreton Daly Stadium. So, yeah. Honestly, think Brisbane need to take over to be successful again. Says ECFC on TikTok. What's your thoughts on the new pyramid system released by Australia? I'm open to it. It looks good. Again, I feel like these things happen all the time, though. They'll like suggest things and be like, "Yeah, we're going to do a national second division." I was like, I just want to see it actually happen. I feel like in Australian football, we're very good at talking. We're very good at talking, dude. Let's see more action. That's just me. So, we are approaching the final 20 minutes in this match. Spain 4, Australia 0. It has not gone our way at all. There is still plenty of time. But we've been up since 5:30 for this one, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate you guys tuning in too. Valhoon says apparently there's a Queensland law that Stadium Queensland. Sorry, let me read that again. Apparently there is a Queensland law that Stadium Queensland takes over all stadiums over 25,000 capacity. That Stadium Queensland takes over. Is Stadium Queensland like a company? Even if the club owns the stadium. Interesting. Okay. How does that affect? How does that affect Brisbane? I mean, obviously, Brisbane would never own. Brisbane Roar would never own Suncorp Stadium. It's obviously a big rugby league venue as well. It felt like more than 10,000 last time I watched the Suncorp. I guess I think when you're watching on broadcast, even if the stadium's not full, it feels bigger in a way. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do watch a little bit of AFL, yes. Casual AFL fan. Spain getting in behind again here. It's going to be another corner. Corners galore here for Spain. Australia, dude, we're yet to have a corner. This is going to be the 8th corner. 8th corner for Spain here, man. Australia. Nothing. Corner comes in. Well done, Arnold. Claim the ball. Oh, Valhoon, you meant government. You meant Queensland government. Gotcha. I mean, that's fair enough. I don't think that's a bad thing. Australia trying to get that ball forward. Losing it instantly. That's just been the story of this game, man. I mean, whenever we've gotten the ball forward, into like a somewhat decent position. We've just lost it. It's just been loose play. Saya, great committed sliding tackle there. Spain to win the throw, though. Do you think they should try a Gold Coast team again? Asks Ange on TikTok. I would love a Gold Coast team again in the A-League. Would love a Gold Coast team again in the A-League. As everyone says, the away days would be epic. And I think it's a nice little stadium. I've never been to it, but it looks like a nice little stadium. If we can do it properly this time, and if they can try and get some more decent crowds there, closer to 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, they could build a really good team there. And it would be great. I think with where the league's at the moment, more derbies the better. I think the derby games, when you think of the A-League, the derby games are the big ones. And if a game's not a derby, it gets very low attention. So we have to bring it back, and I think with the Gold Coast, if they were to bring a Gold Coast team in, they would, for me, you'd really push the Brisbane Gold Coast derby, man. Push that derby heavy. FML says I used to live in Queensland, saw State of Origin, A-League, Liverpool versus Brisbane Roar. A feast of football, and they're getting a bit of football. Next month, we're going to be doing some live watch-alongs for those ones too, actually. A few Premier League clubs coming over to Australia. A bunch of Premier League clubs, actually. Aston Villa, Leeds, Manchester United, of course. Keep an eye here on the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing some live watch-alongs for those games. Just for, those ones will obviously just be more of a fun watch-along, these friendlies. Thomas says we need Rockdale Linden FC. Can't say I've heard of that team. To play in the National Second Division. Great facilities. There we go. What do you guys think? Would you take another Gold Coast team? If you had to expand, let's just say at least in Queensland. I think Gold Coast seems logical. The next logical choice, right? Spain with a long ball inside. Shot is blocked. Comes back out. Another delivery. Away by Polkinghorne. Ball over the top. Corny Vine has to concede the corner. So this will be, what, the 9th corner now for Spain? Ninth corner for Spain coming up. Dude. Valhoon says, think Raw need a derby, be it Gold Coast or North Queensland team. I mean, obviously the Gold Coast one's more would be a bigger derby, I guess. I mean, it would be better because as a corner comes in here for Spain. Oh, just off the post. Goal kick. The Gold Coast one would be better, obviously, just because it's travel. Like traveling from Brisbane to Gold Coast is sort of, if I compare it to almost like traveling from where I'm on the Central Coast to Sydney. It's roughly, I think it's like an over an hour drive. Someone fact check that for me. What time would the drive be to like from that Gold Coast stadium in Robina to Suncorp Stadium? Be like an hour and a half maybe. Another change coming for Australia, I think. Ray's going to be coming on. Yet to see who's coming off. It will be Katrina Gorry. So, another change here for Australia. So, a chance for some names we're maybe not as familiar with getting some game time here for Australia, which is great for them. Done, they're getting smoked, says KFR. They certainly are. Certainly are. Maybe bring back a North Queensland team, says Andrew on TikTok. Yeah. I personally, I feel like Gold Coast makes a bit more sense. I know they've got a great new stadium up there in North Queensland where the Cowboys play in the NRL. It'd be good. I just, yeah. I don't know. I wonder what the fan base, which fan base do you reckon would be bigger? Gold Coast or North Queensland? I mean, they were both pretty small when they were around. FML says, why not? Gold Coast will make for an interesting team. Also looking forward to seeing Dwight York as MacArthur manager. It's about an hour and 15 minutes from Brisbane to Gold Coast. There we go. No Jacinta yet. No Jacinta, whose surname I always struggle to pronounce correctly. Galabadarachi? Gadal... Dude, I just can't say it. I apologize, Jacinta, if she's, of course, not tuning into this. She's about to play a game of football. Do you think Wollongong Wolves should be added into the A-League? Asks Max on TikTok. Max, thanks for tuning in, man. Yes, would love it, but not for the next couple teams. My reasoning behind that is pretty simple. It's just there's too many New South Wales teams. Well, not too many, but there's enough. You know, there's 5 New South Wales teams. Like, there's 5 New South Wales teams and 1 Queensland team. Like, we have to fix that. If there's going to be... We have to keep the ratio at a decent level, right? If there's going to be 5 New South Wales teams, we need, like, at least 2 Queensland teams, you know? 5 New South Wales. 3 Victorian, I think probably makes sense. It's obviously, it's a... You know, physically a smaller state. And then... But a second Queensland team, you know, I think makes more sense as well. Morning, how you doing? Dude, I'm good. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, man. Doing well. I hope you're doing well too. So, if you are watching on TikTok, we're currently live on the Coastwood Football YouTube channel doing the live watch along for the Matildas friendly up against Spain. We are getting smashed. We are getting smashed. It is 4-0. And it has now become a chance for some of these fresh faces to get some game time. Looks like there might be a slight change of formation too. I think we might have gone from to a 4 at the back. A little bit pointless at this stage. But Charlotte Grant looks like she's playing it right back, and Courtney Vine has maybe shifted a bit further forward. Valhoon says, would rather North Queensland. I say Gold Coast barely showed up for the Titans. Yeah. I guess so. I'm hesitant about using NRL as a... It probably is a fair, you know, thing to use. Look at the NRL and see what they've done. And I don't know, I wouldn't know off the top of my head, but I assume Cowboys, in the NRL, Cowboys get a larger attendance, average attendance than Titans. Assuming. Where do you think Milos Ninkovic will go? Wanderers, yeah. All of the noise seems to be around the Wanderers, and it's just going to be crazy, man. I mean, it hasn't been confirmed yet, Milos Ninkovic to Wanderers, but it looks like it's going to happen. Dude, how crazy is that Sydney derby going to be next season? It's going to be nuts. Nice flick down the left-hand side. Here comes Spain again. Charlotte Grant needs to defend strongly here. They get past her. Still going Spain. Delivering away. Oh, it's a poor head clearance. Rankin. Beanie's there to poke it clear. Rankin gets it clear down the left. To no one, of course. Angie's in the chat. How's it going? Maybe bring a Tassie team into the comp? I'd be down. I think that's the thing. Like, if you gave me the choice between Wollongong Wolves or Tasmania team, I'd go Tasmania team. Just because we have too many New South Wales teams. So Tasmania team, for me, and this has always been my stance. I'm just gonna close that blind. 1 sec. We've been doing this live stream since 5:30 a.m. and the sun's just coming up and it was beaming right through my window there. As Spain have a chance for a 5th here. We're gonna come back to that question in a second because Spain have just scored 5. Spain are up 5-0. On the stroke of 80 minutes, Spain have just hit 5, and this is a sad day for Australia. I know it's just a friendly, but this has demonstrated the gulf in class between Australia and Spain. To be fair, this Australian side, basically a second-string squad that we're playing now. Oh, my goodness, but Nevin couldn't deal with it, and poor closing down there was Claire Wheeler, who couldn't get close enough. Disappointing. 5-0. What about Canberra? Capital Territory. Always a good A-League team. Yeah, sorry, W-League team. Yes. Yeah, that was the one I was going to bring up. For me, Canberra has always, for me, has been the next one. It makes sense. You've got an A-League women's side there, and you get the sense with the A-Leagues, how they've made it, you know, a really sort of big cohesive sort of thing. I feel like it makes sense to... you know, to have men's and women's teams for every club. So Canberra, if you're going to bet on anything, I think it's Canberra for next for sure. And I think we're probably going to hear something maybe later this year. I think we're going to hear some legitimate stuff on expansion later this year. Do you think it would be good to bring back Melbourne Heart? They already exist. They already exist. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as probably most people are concerned, Melbourne Heart are Melbourne City. It's the same club. It's 5-0 now. That's right. That's right, Damo. Rate your top 10 stadiums in the league. Well, I haven't been to 10 stadiums, to be fair, but number 1, Central Coast Stadium has to be. Central Coast Stadium. Number 2, easily for me, CommBank Stadium. Amy Park looks great, so that'll be number 3. I think Cooper Stadium looks awesome too. That's number 4. That's the top 4. That's the top 4. The tricky thing with rating A-League stadiums is that a lot of teams aren't playing in their normal stadiums. Sydney FC have been playing out of Cogra. I'm sure the new one's going to be great. Western United still don't have a stadium. It's tricky. That's right. Number 1, Central Coast Stadium, easy. Sky Stadium. My only thing with Sky Stadium is that it's not rectangular. Like it's not a football specific stadium, which is maybe the only downfall. Spain coming down the right hand side here. Dude, we do not want to concede 6. I mean, 5 is already atrocious, but it's just getting embarrassing at this stage, man. Seamson's going to find the ball here. Plays it wide out for Courtney Vine. Decent from Vine. Plays it through for Seamson. Australia are 3-on-2 here, dude. This is a great chance for the Matildas. That's a poor cross from Seamson. Dude, lack of enthusiasm getting forward. Just the body language doesn't look great. And that's a poor challenge. Really poor challenge from Charlotte Grant. Just throwing herself in there. Do you think they should have a second New Zealand team? Yes, we'd love a second New Zealand team. I feel like it's one of those things that probably won't happen for at least a very long time. But yeah, personally, I'd love a second New Zealand team. Again, I think about the rivalry things, the derbies. It makes sense to bring in Gold Coast because you get that Queensland derby. It makes sense to bring in a second New Zealand team because you get that New Zealand derby. So yeah, man. Do love a Wynn Stadium away trip. Wynn Stadium is has great scenery as well. I'll have to check it out. Who would you play as Matilda's goalkeeper? Lydia Williams is still, for me, number 1. We've had Tegan Mike and Mackenzie Arnold get a run in this game. Mackenzie Arnold came on at halftime. So does this show how much they rely on Sam? I wouldn't say just Sam. We're missing Ellie Carpenter. We're missing Steph Catley. We're missing Alana Kennedy. We're missing some big names, man. So probably more defensive maybe than anything. Yeah. Drunken Boxing. Good morning, man. Good morning to you, mate. 5-zip. That's right. It's been a difficult time for Australia. If you're just tuning in, I mean, the halftime score was 1-0, and it was a late first half goal, and Australia defended really well. Spain were dominating, but Australia held on. But this second half, Spain just came out firing, man. And the disappointing thing is that not only have Spain dominated, but Australia, we just haven't created anything. We've been really poor building up from the back. And look, I think Gustafsson probably won't be too concerned, actually, to be honest. I feel like he won't be too concerned. He knows it's just a friendly. I mean, my only concern is that we're a year away from the World Cup, and we at least want to be challenging with these top sides if we want to have aspirations of winning that World Cup. And to lose 5-0, I mean, I know Spain are a good side, but the margin has to be closer, surely. Here's Courtney Vine looking to break down the right-hand side. She's looked good since been shifting higher up the park here, Vine. She's been restricted playing at right wing back this game. Well done from Vine, delivering the ball. Well done. And the header. Well, that's Australia's best chance of the game. And it's Sayer's header, the 17-year-old, who could have scored her first Matildas goal not too far away. That was a really good move by Courtney Vine, man. That's better from Australia. Where's that been this entire game? Where's that been this entire game, man? Oh, my goodness. Not Micah after that Olympic performance? Nah. I think for me, it's still Lydia Williams. I think Tegan Micah's decent. I think they're all decent, to be fair. Reaching the later stages of this game now, minutes to go. "5-0 to Spain. Can Australia get a consolation? We came close. We came close. FML, I'm just reading a comment from just a bit earlier on Wellington, which has seen Knicks play a full season in New Zealand for the first time since COVID. Dude, stoked for Wellington fans. Stoked for the Phoenix. We want that normal we want that normal A-League season back, man. Same thing with Perth can be said too. What about Socceroos striker? So are you asking who I'd pick for Socceroos striker? Depends. Depends on who we're playing. Depends on who we're playing. And I think that's probably the good thing with Australia. We've got a few different options. If we're playing maybe more so on the counter-attack, someone like Matt Leckie is probably the right choice to play through the middle. I think Jamie McLaren offers a lot, maybe against teams who are lower ranked. And Jason Cummings, if we want something different. Spain have 6. Spain have 6 out of nowhere too, dude. I look around, I turn my... Spain had the ball in the halfway line, and literally a second later, it's 6-0. The long ball in, and the easy header unchallenged. This is ridiculous, dude. This is getting ridiculous now, man. I mean, look how far out they are. They're like 40 meters out. That's just way too easy. Nowhere near it, dude. Nowhere near it. Rankin not there. Courtney Nevin needs to get closer there. Hasn't been good enough this game. Spain have 6, dude. Oh my goodness me. Ange in the chat asks, how many more teams do you think the A-League should have? And how many teams do you think should be in the second division? I think if we're going to do a second division, honestly, in my opinion, I think we should have it shouldn't be too big at all. If anything, maybe keep it to 12 or 14 if we're having a second division. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Because it gets risky when we're having heaps and heaps of teams. If we had like 16 and a second division, 16 teams in the top flight and maybe 16 teams in a second division, that's 32 teams. It's going to be tricky to maintain all that, Football Podcast is in here. How's it going? Good morning. If you're just tuning in across Australia, if you've missed the match, Matildas are currently down 6-0 against Spain. And is this going to be 7? Oh my God, what a goal. It's 7, dude. Oh, what a goal. And this is turning into a bit of a joke now. Spain are up 7-0 against the Matildas. This is insane, dude. They're just scoring for fun now. Dude, we were up 6. We were up 1-0. Sorry. We were down 1-0. Wow. We were down 1-0 at halftime. It is now 7-0. Mackenzie Arnold could do nothing about that, but we have to close that down better. You can't allow shots from outside the box like that. Got past Sayer way too easily. And you give players like quality space. Players that have quality, that amount of space, and they take it. FML's coming with the hashtags. Stages back. Gustafsson out. 7-0 as we enter injury time. Beanie loses the ball way too easily. We have been second best in every aspect of the game. This has been one of the poorest Matilda's performances I've seen ever. And it's just not just the scoreline, man. I mean, even if it was 1-2, 3-0, we have offered nothing in this game. It's been lifeless from Australia. $7-0. 7-0. What does this mean for Australia? It's just a friendly. Look, it's just a friendly, but we are less than 12 months away from our own World Cup. Vine looking to combine with Seamson doesn't work out. This is rough, man. 7 on the board for Spain. That's right. Oh, dude, this is a little bit worrying. It's early, but who do you think will win the A-League next season? My early prediction is Melbourne victory. Melbourne victory. They did lose Jason Davidson the other day, but for me, Melbourne victory is a safe bet. They came close. They came close last season. I think they'll get closer next year. So Spain just holding up the ball here. Just, come on, man. Spain just standing on the ball at the back line. I mean, with 30 seconds to go, this is rough, man. What do we do, dude? Saying Adelaide United to win it? That's a big call. That's a big call. Look, I think they'll be top 6 again. Just based off the lineup, I don't think there's enough to convince me that Adelaide could go all the way. Full time, man. Australia 7. Well, no. Wow. Dude, I stuffed that up. Let's do that again. Full time, Spain 7, Australia 0. Masterclass by the European Giants. And we have witnessed one of the poorest Matildas performances I have ever seen in my time. Again, it's a friendly. Again, we're missing plenty of star names. We're giving minutes to some of these younger and experienced players. But we were second best in every aspect of that game. Goodness me. Goodness me. Australia play again on Wednesday morning. Indeed, they do. And now all eyes turn to that game against Portugal on Wednesday morning. 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time it kicks off. And we will be doing a live watch along for that one as well. Portugal, a lower ranked side compared to Spain. So that Portugal game, regardless of the team we're playing, it will be a lot closer. It will be a lot closer, man. Heaps closer. FML's going back to the bed after that performance. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So, look, dude, disappointing result, dude. Disappointing result. This is a really disappointing performance. And it's concerning. It's really concerning for Australia, man. Make sure you're there on Wednesday morning for the live watch along, though. Australia, Portugal, 6 a.m. Slightly later that time. Patrick says, pretty shocking result. It is. Yeah, I don't think anyone really saw that sort of a margin coming. I mean, we know Spain are a good side. They're ranked higher than us. But, yeah, man, way off where we need to be. Indeed. A lot of work to be done. So make sure you're there in the live stream on Wednesday morning. Kicks off at 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Here on YouTube. Live watch along for Matildas Portugal, the second friendly. Guys, enjoy the rest of your Sundays. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.